Welcome to
All the signs seem to...
It's so nice to have you guys here. This is our final performance of Seasonal Disorder this year. So it's like that last kiss with a lover that you've kind of maybe grown tired of. No, that's a terrible I can't. I'll think of something, and I'll tell you later what it's like. But you're going to see 3 fantastic shows, all of which are going to be like fantastic kisses from 3 different lovers. Yeah, it's getting better. You're gonna see a company ensemble from Wick called Knox. They're gonna knock your socks off. You're gonna see a group called Until One Day that's playing with a really fun improvised storytelling format. And before that, you're gonna see the Wonder Years. But before even that, I want to check in with you guys. Who's seeing a witch show for the very first time? And you're like, make some noise if that's you. Fantastic. Great, so because you're new, I'm going to tell you the secret, which is that all these shows tonight are being improvised. There's no script, there are no memorized lines, they don't know what's going to happen. They might get a suggestion or 2 from you to inspire the show, and the rest of the show they are just reading each other and creating the fun as they go forward. It's really awesome. We at WIC have been doing this craft in DC for 17 years. We love, love, love it, and we're so glad we get to share it with you. So thank you for coming. All right, are you guys ready to be wowed? Yeah. Are you ready to be entertained? Yeah. Are you ready to be dazzled? Yeah. All right, then help me welcome to the stage the Wonder Years!
We are the Wonder Years. Tonight we're going to tell you a holiday story. And to get started, we just need, I'm going to step out of the light so I can see your faces. We just need the title of that story. So can I have someone give me the title of a holiday story?
Ugly Christmas sweaters.
The Ugly Christmas Sweaters. Ugly.
Santa and Wonderland.
Okay.
Colon, Santa,
Right.
colon, Santa, and Wonderland.
Two titles.
How about the Ugly Christmas Wonderland?
Sure.
Okay.
The Ugly Christmas Wonderland. Okay.
By the Wonder Years.
By the Wonder Years. Enjoy.
The Ugly Christmas Wonderland by the Wonder Years. Chapter 1. Was it always this cold this time of year? I guess so. Well, we were just gonna have to deal with it. That's just how things went around here. Things just got ugly. Whether it was the weather or whatever else it was. That's just how it was in the ugly Christmas Wonderland.
You say May was gonna be so cold.
Really? I
You sold it like it was gonna be like really nice all the time. Like it gets a little bit cold, but it's fucking freezing.
Sometimes being cold is nice. You know, you got the nice fire. You're really gonna like it here. You're just.
I know. I don't want to be negative. But you got that job. Oh, the Maine Lobster Company, that's awesome, but I need to look for work too. And
I know.
I kind of envision like walking door to door in nice weather and just getting a job at like a, I don't know, they whale around here still?
Yeah, there's lots of whales, a lot of
Okay.
whale sightseeing.
That's kind of, it's either like whale sightseeing or like whaling with harpoons. But it's this cold.
It'll be okay. You'll just bundle up. I really appreciate you. Let me follow my dreams.
I am the best, you're right. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
That was about when Tim noticed that the windows had been open this whole time. A really simple solution to their current problem.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like a horse's ass.
No, I mean it's our first time in a cold climate. We're gonna make mistakes. We're gonna leave the windows open.
It's still like drafty. I feel like these old windows, like it actually makes no difference.
Yeah, and now they can still, we're Like we shouldn't have like started the fire just like in the living room. Okay.
Okay, all right.
Can you open the windows
I'll open it back up. All right.
Okay,
I'd rather
we'll let
do
it
both
air out. We'll let it air out, don't worry.
So are you nervous to start it all? Monday.
I know. I'm so nervous. I'm just, you know, what if the big boss doesn't like me? You know, what if I don't catch any lobsters?
Yeah. Big Lobster CEO,
I know.
he has an attitude problem, I've heard.
Yeah. And it's a big.
Everyone loves you, though.
I know. Everyone loved me at the Red Lobster. I mean, I'm sure that it'll be fine here. I'm like really surprised. I didn't think I had that much
To
experience.
go from Red Lobster to like the place where lobsters come from, you're gonna do well.
Yeah.
You're gonna do well.
Thank you. Thank you
I'll
so
also
much.
do well probably if I find one of those whaling jobs.
Well, how about this? You know, let's after we, you know, figure out this climate situation, let's buy some Long Johns, and then we'll go door to door. I'll go with you.
I can get Long Johns. I can be like a Long Johns guy.
Yeah.
Good.
Chapter 2. In downtown Ellsworth, Maine, the Long John store had just opened their last box of Long Johns. Which was awful, because it's Long John season. It's almost Christmas.
Hey, you guys still open?
Oh,
It's almost Christmas.
did you see the sign?
The open sign. Oh, the. All right. I'm looking for Long John.
We have our last box of Long
Oh,
Johns.
that's great.
And you know what? They're running out like flies because it's the coldest day tomorrow.
I know, right?
Everyone's here to buy these Long Johns.
I've lived here for years, and this is an unseasonably ugly weather season, I feel like.
Jeff was overwhelmed by the XXL bright pink with shiny buttons Long Johns that were
I don't know
available.
if this is your style, but this is the only style we have.
Of course that's my
Bright
style.
pink. We do have these as well.
Hold on.
They actually look kind of too big for you.
I like them
I
big.
think, you know what? I don't think you should be so picky because this is all you got. In
Oh,
Maine.
well, they're not for me.
Who's it for?
For my XXL so-and-so I got.
Ooh, that is perfect.
And she likes
Because
me.
the holidays are coming around and everybody's been buying these for their special someone.
This might be weird.
What?
Jeffrey, did you buy those Long Johns I asked for?
Yes.
Oh, sweetie, bring them over.
Turn around. I just want to eyeball them real quick. I don't want you to see before Christmas. You're gonna-
All right.
It was the first time that Jeff might have bought a gift that would fit his true love.
Sort of. You just sort of bend over a little. Just kind of.
Just like that?
There we go.
Okay. I know it's tough to get clothes in my size that are also pink.
They were a perfect fit.
I think these are gonna work.
You just hide them? What was your plan
Don't
there?
look, you're
Okay,
gonna
sorry.
You ruined my surprise. Hold on.
It had been a rough year for these lovers. It had been a very rough year. Tensions were high.
I'm gonna put them behind the shelf so you don't peek.
Okay.
Always peek!
Well, when I finally open them, I'll pretend like I didn't know what you got me. I'll act surprised.
It's not
It's been a
about...
rough year, hasn't it? Yeah, I'm sorry. It's partly my blame. I just send you on errands to get clothes, and you always fail.
See, I thought you were actually apologizing. And you were like...
No, I'm sorry I trusted you to get clothes for me. Is that a worthy apology?
How is this relationship supposed to work if you're always a smart ass with me about everything? I'm not even a gift, and you don't even appreciate it.
There. It seems like you're doing better. You're learning.
Part of their issues were intimacy issues.
I think you have intimacy issues. Did you ever think about that? The reason why you can never satisfy me is that you have intimacy issues?
It had been 3 years since they were last intimate with each other.
It's been 3 years since we were last intimate with each other.
Oh, yes, it's circled right here.
And I think it's your
Our
fault.
3-year anniversary of not being intimate.
I feel like it's your fault.
Chapter 12. Down by the lake, there was a fisherman's boat, just chilling. Just chilling.
This is like the chillest boat ever.
You never seen a boat before?
Honestly, no. I'm from Kansas, yeah, and so very few lakes, very few bodies of water.
You're that new lobster girl, aren't you?
Yeah.
People I talking about you come from Red Lobster up here in Maine.
Yes, I worked there for 10 years. I know so much about lobsters.
You know, most of these lobster fishermen are family.
Really?
Family.
Really? Wow,
My
I know.
dad, my dad's dad, my dad's dad's dad, my dad's dad's mom.
Hey, granddaughter!
Oh,
How's the lobster going this morning?
not bad, Pops. Not bad at all.
Pops is a little bit handsy, but he doesn't mean any harm.
Emptied the traps last night, obviously. We're just chilling out.
Howdy.
Howdy.
They call me Grandpa around here.
Okay, Grandpa, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Thanks again for, giving me this great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
What you plan on doing around here?
Well, first I'm going to start as a lobsterman, and I'm going to catch as many lobsters as I can. And then I'm hoping to get promoted to senior lobsterman.
Prove it. You're gonna catch as many lobsters as you can. Just prove it.
Okay, all right.
No competition going on here, right?
So
I mean, no competition.
Little,
I'm the best lobster fisherman there is in this state.
Little lobster fight?
lobsters don't actually meow. Just I know.
You think you know all about that? You've never heard a lobster meow before.
Well, do you guys think I'm ready? Am I? I've been
No, I don't think
training
you're
for
ready. Do you think you're ready?
I feel ready.
She's not ready.
She's ready.
All right, I'm doing it. Catch me some big ones. Oh, okay. So how long should I leave it out there?
Oh, just ask this one. She'll point you in the right direction.
Well, I mean, we're just at a lake. There's no lobsters in this lake, so it's mistake number one.
You're so wet-feet.
This is just where we keep the boat. We keep it in the
I
water.
didn't know that there were lakes in Maine. I didn't know.
Thousands of lakes. The land of 1,000 lakes. You think that's somewhere else? It's actually Maine.
You think that's somewhere else?
You can't name where that place is, can you?
So then what are we doing? I'm sorry, can I can't right now. Minnesota? Is that Minnesota?
Not in this place.
That late conversation went on and on and on. But the next night, at the headquarters of Big Lobster, the Lobster CEO was sitting in her office, stewing about how lobster sales were down this year because people aren't eating as much lobster.
Oh my.
Hey, big boss.
Do you see these numbers?
Don't get it.
Ugh, why do they even bring computers here?
There are broken computers all around the desk of the CEO.
No one's buying lobsters. No one's going to Red Lobster.
I've never seen a pewter empty a lobster trap.
No one's buying lobsters because there's not enough. Do you see this in Seattle? There's no lobsters there either.
Is it like a reverse supply and demand thing?
Yes. You're the smart one. You're supposed to be the analyst to figure out all of these numbers.
Oh, I've put in my years out there in the lakes. Apparently, I don't understand all the book learning stuff that you all do to get this company going. That's above my pay grade. I could never run the company.
You're not. I am.
Yeah.
I hired you as my consultant.
Yes. No. I
she didn't know is that he was angling to run the company, and by doing so, he was sabotaging lobster sales to put her under.
I could never devise any sort of plan to get people to buy lobster.
What?
Unless, of course. No, it
Are you
would
trying
never
to
work.
take over?
No,
I know you.
I'm just trying to help you do your job as your consultant. And I'm just saying, the only thing that could possibly, maybe if you make a Christmas promotion,
Oh.
the 12 lobsters of Christmas.
This is what this is about. You're asking for one of those holiday promotions, and you know we say holiday around here.
I meant a promotion like a sales promotion for our customers.
Oh, marketing.
They buy one, they buy 12.
There's no way that could go wrong.
Let's skip ahead to chapter 30. The ugliest storm of the season. Out on the lobster boat slash whale watching tour, depending on how many whales were out that day. It was raining, it was snowing, there was hail. Panic was widespread across the ship. How would they make it out? How would our heroes survive?
Hailing people-sized hails out there.
Terrifying. They sound like they're growling.
Yeah, hear all that meow noises? I think we're like surrounded by lobsters.
They only meow when they're angry.
Meow, meow, said the lobsters.
The harpoon's not working on them.
They're too small and crusty.
Are you guys sure I'm ready for this job? Thanks for hiring me.
No.
The boat tipped violently to the left.
It's okay, I'm alive. I'm just happy about it.
You know, ever since we fired your wife and brought you on board, you've been doing some mighty good things, like rescuing our crew when they go overboard.
You were really nonchalant about her falling overboard.
It took me a minute to realize I was totally out of the boat.
Not the first time that's happened. How has your wife been, by the way, since we fired her?
Devastated. I am now the breadwinner, and I haven't caught any lobster or whales either.
Suddenly a huge wave washes on board.
I think these legs would be calmer.
I'm really sorry. I thought it was a good idea to go out. I'm really sorry about that, guys.
All the weather channel said we shouldn't go out. They warned us.
And I said, let's do it. Screw you, weatherman. Al Rover's got nothing on me.
Ever since he moved to Maine, his forecasts have been really bad.
No, he was dead on. He said, don't go on the water. And I think
That's true, yeah.
I know.
we just didn't listen to him. That's not Al Roker's fault. That's our fault.
That's totally our
We're just
fault.
being stubborn.
Yeah.
Some computer stuff, I don't understand.
Unexpectedly, Al Roker had predicted this storm 2 weeks in advance.
Granted, I don't really understand how people predict weather either, but I don't think it's just some computer stuff that is just going like that.
I think it's like a smell and a feeling.
It sounds more like it.
You can always like smell it's gonna snow, and you're like, oh, I feel like it's gonna snow.
That's why Al Roker's always just like,
You can smell snow.
Smell snow. What are you?
You
From
making this up?
Massachusetts, you can smell. Yeah, you can smell snow. I can smell snow.
What does it smell like?
It smells like snow.
And suddenly they all realized they could smell snow. And it was coming. And it also smelled like danger.
Is it danger?
how would you describe danger snow?
Like snow?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's...
Like an angry snow.
It does smell kind of angry.
Down at the unemployment office, business was picking up for everyone who lost their jobs now that all the shopping season was over and otherwise may have gotten fired for reasons that were covered in chapters 13 through 29.
Welcome, welcome. Business is good at the old unemployment center. Woo.
Got fired.
I got fired too.
So sorry to hear that, but as As we say, your problem is my profit.
No one had ever really said that.
Is there any?
I have it on a plaque here to prove that other people besides me have said it.
Except for the person who made that specific plaque.
He sent it back to me at the plaque store just to make sure he had it right.
And the salesperson.
Wow, you really need your quotas this year.
So is your goal to make sure that we stay unemployed so that you...
No.
Because that kind of lines up with the way that the excitement you feel about us being here.
Yeah, it's Christmas time. I'm always excited, especially seeing fun employed people coming in here. That's what I like to call it, to make you guys feel less bad about your situation. But everybody who comes in here, I get a little bit of a stipend. So the more people who roll through the unemployment office, the bigger my Christmas bonus is.
He liked to spend a lot of time talking about what it is that he did and not actually doing what he did, which was to find other people their jobs.
Well, listen,
Pretty solid job. If I was hiring, I'd hire you two, but there's only room for one.
I don't want to work here. My dream is working with the lobsters. Can you take a look at my resume? Is there anything in your database that I'm qualified
Alright.
for?
Red Lobster in Smithtown, Kansas, and then Red Lobster in Blacktown, Kansas, and then Red Lobster in Louisville, Kansas, and just a lot of Red Lobsters in different cities in Kansas.
What about me? I've got some stats. I just came from the Long John Marketing store, and I got one more break because I want to get Long John to sell.
Looks like you were promoted from Long John Silver's to Long John Store in Maine. That's how we like to do in Maine. We just get people from various restaurant chains and then promote them into a similar sounding job up here. But as you can see, those people tend to not be good at their job. But I need to work on that.
So you're just not going to help me?
He's just gonna stare at us and just tell us
I'm sorry.
suck at life.
Maybe you guys should open up a joint Long John Silver's Red Lobster's franchise here. I've never heard of one of those, but maybe you guys can start first.
Wait, like the restaurant or Red Lobster and a clothing store?
Julianne had never heard of Long John Silver's before, which was obviously a seafood restaurant.
So Long John Silver's is not really that popular of a seafood restaurant, so it makes sense if you've never heard of it, which it seems like you haven't. But
I
anyway,
just wanted clarification.
you
That's
can
all.
sell Long John's at a Red Lobster restaurant, or sell lobster apparel at a Long John Silver's, or
Chapter 642. We go back to downtown Ellsworth, Maine, of the same-sex couple that was having intimacy issues. They finally decided to go to couples therapy. It was a really big step for them. Mostly because there were 42 stairs up to the couples therapy office.
put a third one in the back.
I got a wedge. Unless you can lean forward, I'm not going to be able to get this under that.
Everything was a process with them.
So I agreed to come down here.
Oh, you're wearing the Long Johns.
I thought you would like it if I wore the clothes that you bought me.
That's really nice.
And,
Thank you.
I'm also doing couples therapy. That's my Christmas present to you.
Thank you.
Because I want you to hear from somebody else all your issues.
Oh, welcome.
Hey.
I actually went out one time. It is Christmas Eve. Halloween. And, you
It
guys
was
don't
cheaper
have-
if I booked it on Christmas for a shortened session.
Oh, you have
Same
too many chairs.
So, she should move that.
Oh.
I need 3 chairs.
Yeah, he's going to fall backwards if you.
It's my chair. Hello. Glad you're here. This is the only couples therapy session offered in Maine.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
And, thanks for coming.
Sorry.
You guys look a little far apart.
Yeah.
This first step is really
He
bringing
has
together.
intimacy issues.
Oh, so we're just going to board it out.
They both had intimacy issues.
That's all right. Sorry.
Well, I see an invisible barrier, and tonight's the night you're going to break it down.
was her favorite part of couples therapy.
I'm not going to argue with you about if you can see things that are invisible. I just want to get right to the point of the fact that I feel like it's not there.
I'm minding it. I'm on your side. See his issues?
Look, everything in this town is so ugly around Christmas, and I want it to be beautiful. And you're miming an invisible wall instead of listening to my emotions right now.
I am here through this glass.
Now, chapter 700, the final chapter. Christmas was finally beautiful in Wonderland. The trees all had their lights, and everyone had jobs.
I never got fired from the last boat.
We survived that fishing experience.
What an experience it was.
I just made your designs for Long John's and everybody's buying them again.
Oh, I had sex with my husband finally.
Suddenly, a rainbow appeared over the crowd, and marshmallows fell from the sky.
Smell that rainbow? Is that danger I smell?
Marshmallows falling,
That's
probably.
marshmallows.
I wouldn't eat that if I were you.
Is it good?
The crowd was so overwhelmed with joy that they linked arms.
I thought Maine was ugly when I first got here, but
Maine has always been nice. Maine has always been nice.
I had sex with my husband finally.
And